Okay, let's talk about parenting books. If you've ever walked into that section of a bookstore, you know it is just an overwhelming and honestly a contradictory world of advice. So today we're going to cut through all that noise and find the books that actually help, instead of just making you feel like you're failing. Is this feeling of failure just part of being a parent today? It absolutely is, and there's a really good reason for it. Most parenting books, they're written from this theoretical ivory tower. They give you these perfect solutions for perfect children with perfect parents who seem to have endless amounts of energy, but they're not written for the messy, exhausting, and beautiful reality of life down here in the trenches with our actual kids. And that's really the heart of the problem, isn't it? On one side, you've got these books promising to fix your child with some one-size-fits-all method, and they just assume you have the patience of a saint. But on the other side, well, that's reality. You're running on fumes, every single kid is different, and what works for your friend's family might be a total disaster for yours. Kids are humans, not problems to be solved. So where in the world should an overwhelmed parent even begin? Right here. Start with How to Talk So Kids Will Listen. Seriously, forget the abstract psychology for a minute. This book is just pure practical gold. It is filled with real-world scripts and communication tools you can start using tonight, whether you've got a defiant toddler or a moody teenager. It's a total game changer because it teaches you that how you say something is often way more important than what you're actually trying to say. Next up, The Whole Brain Child. This one is brilliant because it finally gives you the why behind all that seemingly irrational kid behavior. It basically explains that your child's brain is a construction site. It's not finished yet. And once you get that, you stop seeing a meltdown as your kid trying to manipulate you, and you start seeing it for what it is, a brain that's just temporarily offline. That simple shift helps you go from reacting in frustration to responding with real understanding. And the third pillar of this foundation is no drama discipline. If you are just sick and tired of the constant power struggles, this is the book for you. The main idea is so simple but so powerful. Connect before you correct. It's all about seeing discipline not as a punishment, but as a chance to teach. It gives you this great framework for setting firm, consistent boundaries without wrecking your relationship with your kid.
But do these tools really work for a 2-year-old? Or even a 16-year-old?
They do, but we can definitely get more specific. For those toddler years, Happiest Toddler on the Block teaches you to speak what it calls toddlerese to stop tantrums in their tracks. It works. And Oh Crap Potty Training offers this famously direct, no-nonsense method that just gets the job done. Then, as they get into elementary school, The Price of Privilege is this really important warning against overparenting, while Smart Moves shows you the vital link between physical activity and your child's ability to learn. And that foundation becomes absolutely crucial as we head into the teenage years, a phase that, a lot of parents dread, but you really don't have to. For parents of teenagers, these two books are pretty much essential reading. Untangled is a lifesaver for parents of girls, explaining how most of that difficult behavior is actually a normal part of their development. It helps you figure out when to worry and when to just take a deep breath. And The Teenage Brain explains the science behind why your once sweet child now seems hardwired for risk and drama. Understanding what's going on in their head helps you parent the kid you have, not just react to their behavior.
But what if my kid is different? What if these don't work for us?
That is such a good question, and a really common one. Because, look, some kids are just more intense, more sensitive, or more strong-willed. Their temperaments require a more specialized toolkit. So the key here is to reframe the whole problem. For a strong-willed or explosive child, Ross Greene's book teaches that kids do well if they can, which means you start seeing meltdowns not as defiance, but as a sign of a missing skill. For an anxious child, freeing your child from anxiety gives you actual scripts to support them without accidentally enabling their fears. Both of these books shift the goal from conflict to collaboration. It's a huge change. Wait, why are we suddenly talking about the parent, not the child? Because of this. This quote from Dr. Laura Markham says it all. Think of it this way. You are the thermostat for your home. If you're frazzled and reactive, your kids are going to be too. Your ability to stay calm, to regulate your own big emotions, that is the single most powerful parenting tool you have. It is the foundation for absolutely everything else. And that is exactly why these books are so important. Peaceful Parent, Happy Kids puts the focus on you first. Operating Instructions is this brutally honest, hilarious memoir that will make you feel so much less alone in your struggles. and All Joy and No Fun explains the cultural pressures that make modern parenting so intense, reminding you that feeling overwhelmed isn't some kind of personal failure, it's normal. So, is there a way to actually use these books without just adding more to an endless to-do list?
Absolutely. The secret is to not try to boil the ocean. You gotta start small. First, pick one specific challenge, just one thing, like bedtime battles or sibling fights. Second, find just one or two strategies from a book that actually feel doable for you. Third, try that one thing consistently for a couple of weeks and tweak it as you go. And last, be patient with yourself and your kids. This stuff isn't a quick fix, it's a long game.
And this really brings us to the ultimate goal. The goal is not perfection. It's to be a good enough parent. And what that means is you show up, you try, and when you inevitably mess up, you go back and repair the connection. It means understanding that consistency is so much more valuable than a rare moment of perfection, and that being flexible is just non-negotiable in the beautiful chaos of family life. So if you take only one thing away today, let it be this. You are the expert on your child. You. These books are fantastic tools. They're roadmaps, they're strategies, but they should be there to support your judgment and your intuition, never, ever to replace it. Trust yourself.
If you love this content, please share, make sure you click like on this video, and subscribe to our channel.